So I think when I started and learned to skate, I was very shy. I was very quiet. I didn't want to talk. But then when I got to the point where I joined the figure skating club and I saw these juniors and seniors doing these spins and jumping, I was like, yeah, I want to do that. Because when you first start out, you don't learn how to spin or jump because you're not advanced enough. So like seeing other girls do that, it was like, yeah, I want to do that. And now looking back, I'm doing what they did and more.
Right.
And I like to see like the younger girls now. I'm the older ones.
Yep.
I'm the role model to them. And now it's like they're at the point where they're getting to us, and it's just like it's growing our club like higher and higher levels as the years go on, as us older kids are passing levels. So it's really cool.
This is the Buffalo Community Podcast, all about the greatest small town in the USA, the people in it, and how it all works together. Here are your hosts, Tyler Reese and Mark Benzer.
Welcome to the Buffalo Community Podcast. We've got Melia in here about Buffalo Figure Skating, and she's going to do a quick introduction and an invitation for the upcoming show. Melia.
All right. Hi, everyone. I'm Melia Fisher. I go to Buffalo High School. I'm a senior this year, and we would like to invite you to the Buffalo Civic Center on April 28th at 2:30 for our Enchanted Tales on Ice Spring Show.
Awesome. Looking forward to it. All right. Before we jump right into the podcast, let's hear a second from Steve.
Hi, I'm Steve Novacek, one of the owners and coaches here at Forge Fitness. A lot of people ask, what do we do here? Well, we focus on your longevity, meaning we focus on your health and the quality of your life as you age. So by the time you get to the end of your life, we want you to be able to do things that you want to do and enjoy. We take a lot of pride in the community that we've built, knowing that our members come for a great workout, but they stick around because of the community and the friendships that they have. If interested in joining us at Forge, we offer a 7-day free trial. And you can find us at www.forgefitness.co, or you can find us on Facebook or Instagram.
Thanks, Steve. You didn't hear it, but Luke cuts that one in.
Yeah.
So, one, thanks for coming in. Figure skating, as you can tell from us, we know a lot about it, so we're very, very knowledgeable. So, talk to us super high level.
Okay.
I'm just kidding. Bring it down. Introduction, how you got started, everything like that.
Okay, so I started skating in like 2013, and I was introduced to the Learn to Skate program that I now help coach and everything. So the Learn to Skate program, hockey and figure skaters, you start around 3 years old. You can start later. We kind of put you in whatever level by age or by your experience. We have fall and winter sessions. You can do both. You can pick one. And our Learn to Skate girls get to participate in the spring show if they want to. And then after you get to a certain level, you can join the Buffalo Figure Skating Club after Learn to Skate. But you don't have to be in Learn to Skate before you go into it.
Sure. Did you come from a skating family?
I did not. I don't know how I got into it. I just kind of one day was like, hey, I want to do this. And now I've been doing it for over 10 years.
I like ice skating, but hockey's too violent.
Yeah.
Yeah. I tell hockey players that too. It's like, ooh, I don't want to play that. That's just like,
I'd rather wrestle.
Yeah. I'd rather do a different violent sport.
Yeah.
But tell us a little bit about the show.
So we have a show every year, so it's just annual. We have a holiday show too. We kind of started that a few years ago, just a holiday show. It's really short. It's in December. But we have an annual spring show every year, and there's a different theme every year. So this year it's Enchanted Tales on Ice. So we picked some Disney movies. So it's not all Disney, it's just some certain Disney movies, mostly princesses. And we have The Lion King and 101 Dalmatians. And every skater from the club gets to have a solo, and then you're put into a group by your level. And so you get a solo, the group, and then there's an opening and a closing. And the Learn to Skate kids that are in the show get to do a group and are in the closing as well.
Awesome. Yeah. One of the things we're trying to accomplish here is just building awareness of the Buffalo Figure Skating Club, right? So you mentioned didn't necessarily come from a figure skating background, not totally sure. I mean, through Learn to Skate, right, which is ran by the Buffalo Figure Skating Club. What would you think is important for people to know other than, hey, we exist, but as far as registrations, introduction into figure skating?
So our Learn to Skate program is awesome. I've started like a lot of hockey kids out too. So not only is it good for kids who want to start figure skating, but if you want to get an introduction to hockey too, our Learn to Skate program is awesome just to get you on the ice skating. We're super comfortable with all levels. And for our Buffalo Figure Skating Club, I mean, like, Buffalo's a big hockey town, and we're here. We go to competitions all over the place. We've been to South Dakota. We do like local ones too, and there's a lot of different clubs in like Minneapolis, and you get to meet a lot of kids around here too. And I know a lot of kids skate, but actually being in a figure skating club, we're not really known for that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I would imagine with hockey, anything you see on television, right, is what kids are going to see and gravitate towards, whether it's baseball, football, hockey. We see figure skating on television, U.S. Figure Skating Championships once a year, and then Olympics every 4 years. And so I think having you in here just to say, hey, like, we're here, and we're more than just once every 4 years where somebody falls in love with the Gracie Gold, or I'm drawing blanks on names, but I thought you were going to say
I was going to say Christina Yamaguchi, but that's all I remember.
Christy.
Well, yeah. See, we didn't have her on. She declined.
Yeah.
She declined.
Yeah.
So the awareness of that. So when you started in 2013, was there a point where like, I want to do more. I want to do those spins. I mean, was there a time in your skating career where like, yep, I want to do that?
So I think when I started in Learn to Skate, I was very shy. I was very quiet. I didn't want to talk. But then when I got to the point where I joined the figure skating club and I saw these juniors and seniors doing these spins and jumping, I was like, yeah, I want to do that. Because when you first start out, you don't learn how to spin or jump because you're not advanced enough. So like seeing other girls do that, it was like, yeah, I want to do that. And now looking back, I'm doing what they did and more.
Right.
And I like to see like the younger girls now. I'm the older ones. Yep. I'm the role model to them. And now it's like they're at the point where they're getting to us, and it's just like it's growing our club like higher and higher levels as the years go on, as us older kids are passing levels. So it's really cool.
Yep. And what is the I would imagine like any sport, you can take this as far as you want it, right? If you want to skate every day, or what's your time commitment as far as what you put into the sport and what could people expect of their own kids?
Yeah, so in the Buffalo Figure Skating Club, we offer 3 times a week to skate, Saturday, Sunday, and Tuesday. And then in the summer, it goes to 2 days a week. But the Buffalo Civic Center offers open skate. There's open skate at Monticello and STMA. I've skated at other clubs too. Our coaches go from different ranks too, so we kind of follow them if we have to. But yeah, I mean, I know people that skate once a week, and I have a friend that skates like 6 times a week. So it's kind of just what you want to put into it, depending on, I have a time where I want to do this. I'll just take a break from skating. I'll just skate once a week. It's really kind of what you want it to be.
Awesome. Let's jump off of figure skating a little bit. And you mentioned you are a senior at Buffalo High School. Tell us more about what you do off the ice and what you enjoy.
Yeah, so outside of skating, I'm in 4-H and FFA, and I am in Hanover Royalty as Miss Hanover. In 4-H, 4-H, I mainly show horses. I've rode horse my whole life, so horses and figure skating has kind of been my thing, even though they're kind of like polar opposites.
Right.
But yeah, I'm a big horse girl. I like showing cattle. I come from like a little hobby farm family, so I love being outdoors as well. And FFA, I went to nationals for horse evaluation my sophomore year of high school, so that was super fun. And
tell me about horse evaluation, because I can look at a horse and I can identify a horse.
That's a horse.
But I don't know if I can evaluate a horse. So let's do a little simulated horse evaluation here on the Buffalo Community Podcast for the first time ever. This has never happened before. So
we've only once guessed how much a horse costs.
Oh, that's right.
That's it.
Yeah.
Okay, so horse evaluation gets very in-depth with it. So you look at a horse and you look at their structure, their conformation, how their legs sit, how their like balance kind of. So like you want their, it looks like a trapezoid is what we were always told. So along their back, and then you come down for their shoulder and their hip, and then along the back
Like
side.
I'm built like an hourglass kind of.
Yeah, so
right?
you want to be...
Yeah, maybe more like cattle, but it's okay.
Sorry. Anyway, I interrupted you for my bad joke. So trapezoid.
Yep. So that's kind of what we learned is you want their body to kind of look like a trapezoid. You want their legs to sit, stand straight, and you want them very square.
Sure.
So.
Sure.
So most horses aren't show quality, I would imagine.
So horse evaluation, and I didn't even know this until I got into it. I've been around horses my whole life, and the whole judging of horses is very different from like running horses, or like there's the horses that you walk around in an arena, and that's like the horses that you would judge. There's barrel racers, there's jumpers, and you all want them to be structured a little differently. And most of the time your horse evaluation horses, you're not going to be running barrels on.
Sure.
They're very muscly, they're very structured, 100% correct. And that's their job.
Yeah. And so you evaluate a horse, and then some really experienced horse evaluator says you did a good job evaluating that horse. It matches my evaluation type of a deal.
Yeah, so they judge it, and then us kids judge it the same thing, and then we do a thing called oral reasons, and we basically it's a structured way of telling them this is why I did it the way I did it. And there's usually 4 horses. So like you would say, I judge this class of aged geldings 1, 2, 3, 4, or whatever.
Gotcha.
You have a horse?
I do.
What's your horse's name?
So I have a roping horse. His name's Tarzan. And
That's awesome.
a games horse, and his name is Trigger.
Okay, awesome. Do you have a horse? What's your horse's name?
We're talking to Melia's handler right now.
Yeah. Yes.
Also Melia's mother.
Yeah.
So
We have Knox and Tootie at home.
I love horse names. They're so cool. I mean, it'd be weird if it was just like, well, this is my horse, Eric. Like a human name. It's like, anyway, so that's why I ask. It's really fun. You're kind of like the entire package. You're very busy. I mean, all of those things take time and effort and knowledge and a busy senior year. Have you started a senior slide right now, or are you going to stay busy, or are you going to go to college? What's happening after high school?
So I am going to finish out royalty during the summer. We end that the beginning of August. And then I plan on going to the University of North Dakota. I'm accepted and have my roommates and everything. So I'm going there, and I plan on majoring in rehabilitation and human services. And I want to become a pediatric occupational therapist.
nice.
So.
Every time we've got a student in here, they're usually seniors, and the Hall of Fame's coming up soon as well, is we feel woefully unqualified of like where we're at, and super impressed where, the kids that are coming in here. So kudos to you to have that plan. You're light years ahead of a lot of people. So congratulations. Congratulations too, Mom.
Yeah.
So,
is there anything else you want to touch on? I know we kind of got off, the main reason you're here is to build awareness and to promote the spring figure skating event, but anything else you want to throw in to our listeners to accomplish that?
I don't think so. I just wanted to let everyone know that it's here and it's an option.
Awesome.
okay. Well, we can't thank you enough for coming in. We really appreciate it. Thanks for making the connection and bringing him in, the handler. But for the Buffalo Community Podcast, I'm Tyler Reese.
I'm Mark Benzer.
And I'm Malia Fisher.
Thanks for listening to the Buffalo Community Podcast, produced by Edlin Media. You can find us on Facebook and YouTube, as well as anywhere you listen to podcasts.